Okay. Hey everyone. This is the first of many videos that I intend to be doing. So what I'm about here is to share as much information as I can with everyone out there. I'll give you a brief list of topics that I'm going to be covering, but it's not limited to this. There's just so much. There's no way I could list it all in a single video. So it'll be things like psychic abilities and growth, mediumship abilities and growth. I'm looking at my cheat sheet, by the way. Past life regression, personal growth, guided meditation, learning meditation, learning visualization, the spirit world, grounding, raising energy, spiritual protection, the many forms of energy that are out there. So there's, yeah, that's probably another topic for another video. I was just going to go into how many there are, but I'll do that later. Talking to animals, being at one with your environment, and this next one, being your own teacher. That's probably the most important thing that I believe is necessary for everyone to understand. No one can be your ultimate teacher, only you can. This is your life, this is under your rules, and this is for your empowerment, and it should absolutely be you that is your best teacher. Now that may involve getting in touch with different people and reading books and listening to all sorts of different things out there. But ultimately it's you who decides what resonates with you and what doesn't. And you need to pick through it and understand that. And as such, that makes you are your best student. So there's a lot that is going to be covered in the coming days, weeks, months, years. If I go back over just a few of these things, stuff like psychic abilities. So everyone has a unique set of abilities, and not all of them are going to be, how can I put this? Each of us has a different tap into a different ability. So your strength might be in psychic abilities and a little bit of mediumship, or you might be the most amazing medium on the planet, and you have a small amount of psychic abilities. But that doesn't mean that you're less than anyone else. It just means that your abilities are unique to you. You, for example, might be really good at picking up health issues with other people, or you could be very good at understanding their needs and their growth and what they need to help them move forward. There is just so many different abilities out there, and they're all tailored to you. And these are things that you actually decided well before you were incarnated into this lifetime. And so that could be you decided that in this lifetime you wanted to learn particular lessons and that you wanted to learn particular abilities. And when I say learn here, I want to make clear that you're actually just remembering what you already know. At a spirit level, you already have this knowledge. But when you come here, when you incarnate, you certainly choose to forget that information, and then you come here to remember it again. So all I or anyone else can do is to help you to trigger that memory inside of you. And the one thing I want to say here, in your learning, that you will have lots of different bits of information that's going to come to you. And the thing that I've learned over many years of teaching and helping other people is that when you get the truth, it should hit you in the face like a wet fish. It should be just, oh my goodness, of course, that makes so much sense. That resonates with me. If the answer is complicated, then it's my belief that you've got the wrong answer. It should be simplistic in its form. Now, the other thing I can tell you is that you'll sometimes get told bits and pieces. So you might get told that black is black and white is white. And you might hear that 1,000 times. And then suddenly at 1001, you'll go, oh my God, I get it now. Messages don't always become clear to us on the first time. Sometimes it just takes a few lessons to get it. And also the universe does help us in our learning and in the choices that we made to come here. So you will see there are times when you won't listen to a message. And at first, when it comes, it'll come as a whisper. And then it will come as a slightly louder whisper. And so it increases in volume until suddenly it's like the world has the loudest speakers in the world, and they're aimed at you and they're trying to get through to you. And sometimes it's so big and so profound, it's like, oh dear, I can't ignore this. And we've all had those times. You know, that doesn't make you unique. It just means that you're the same as everyone else. So don't feel like there's any negative in that for you. It is just simply that we all are here as flawed human beings to learn. And there is not one single human being on this planet who gets it right all the time. And we all stumble and we all fall and we all learn. And that's what we're here to do, is to learn and to grow and to give. And that's certainly why I am doing this for everyone out there, is so that I can give to the people of the world everything that I've ever known, and hopefully I can share some love out there and help someone else. And my greatest glory to me would be to have someone that I've worked with later in life share things with me that I go, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. That to me would be the ultimate. Anyway, coming back to it. So learning lessons is certainly an ongoing thing, and we've always got lots of lessons going. And one of the things about learning lessons is to know that you will be given signposts in life. You will be given indications or whatever of it. And it could be lots of different things. It could be, for example, you might read in a newspaper, not that they're going to be around for much longer, something, and then you'll hear it, something on the radio, and then you'll be talking to a friend, and you'll get basically the same information coming from all three, unrelated and completely unconnected in any way, what shape or form. And that's the universe communicating to you. It's about the universe giving you the signposts and saying, hey, this is the direction that you need to walk in. The other thing that will happen with your spiritual growth is that you'll start to see people around you in a different perspective. And that doesn't mean they're any less, and that doesn't mean you're any more. This is just simply a shift in how you perceive things and what you are doing based on the learning that you have, which ultimately shapes what you see. And so as you go on this journey, and it is an inner journey, I might say, you will absolutely categorically be viewing people and things and life differently. The other thing about that is that you will at times, I know some of you out there are going to be saying, but I doubt myself, or I'm unique, or no one understands me, or I'm scared of saying this, or I don't trust my abilities, or sometimes my intuition is wrong, and so many other things. And like all of those topics are in themselves long videos to work out, and I will get to them. Not trusting your intuition is more about discerning the difference between monkey mind and intuition. Intuition's never wrong, monkey mind always is. And that's a simple process in itself to learn. And it is one that I'll cover in a video coming up shortly. And the other thing is that you'll see the circle of people around you will slowly change. And this isn't a reflection on anything other than your vibration is changing and your attraction to people changes as a result of that. And as your energies grow, so you'll start to attract more people who are in tune with your kind of energy, and you'll be less attracted to people who aren't in tune with your ability. What I find curious about that is that many, many people have shared with me over the years, and I've certainly experienced this myself, is that they just sort of drift away from people. They just find it less appealing to have time with that person. There's nothing wrong with that person. They still like that person. They just find less and less in common with them. And what usually happens is, you know, you just sort of drift away, and they'd feel it too. And you'll catch up with them 6 or 12 or 18 months later or 2 years later, and you'll see just how far you've grown. That's one of the beautiful things about this, is that you'll have this mark of measurement by bumping into people who are still at the same place you were at whatever time ago it was, and you'll suddenly realize, oh my God, I've really grown since then. And you know, you'll certainly do that. Oh, it's great to see you, and you know, blah blah blah, and we must do lunch and all the other rubbish that we say. But ultimately, this is to help you see the progress that you've made, because I get a lot of comment from people saying, I don't feel like I've grown. I feel like I'm stagnating in it. And that's a common thing too. And very often that's largely because your growth is so subtle that you don't realize just how much you have grown. And so these little things are the universe's gifts to you to make you see that your growth has been significant. Anyway, that's all I want to say for the intro for now. Please enjoy the channel, and there will be much more. Take care. One last thing that I forgot to mention, please like the video and subscribe. The more people that I can get to like and subscribe, the better. And if you feel inclined to do so, please visit my Patreon page. Any help is greatly appreciated. Have an amazing day.